Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another video today. In today's video, we're going to be checking out a couple of the blog posts made on January 31st, 2024. One being about the Defender of Varrock Varlamore rewards and more, and the other one just quickly we'll check out about new combat achievements. So today we're discussing rewards from Defender of Varrock, Part 1 of Varlamore, and a few little extras. With the Winter Summit Giga poll over, it's time to start thinking about how we'll implement some of the content you voted for. In the cases of Defender of Varrock and Varlamore, Part 1, we have some shiny rewards to show you, and we were very keen to hear your thoughts before moving forward. So without further ado, let's go to the polls. So the Defender of Varrock. This classic quest unlocks an area from which you can obtain the zombie axe weapon as a drop. We've already revealed our initial concept for this new unique item, but we made a few adjustments based on your feedback. So let's take a quick look at this zombie axe. 65 attack, 101 slash bonus, and 107 melee strength. Starting strong with something that's technically not a change, we'd like to clarify that the zombie axe requires 65 attack to wield. We apologize for the error in the original stat block image. The gremlin responsible has been fed to sharks. We'd also like to clarify that this weapon is not a direct reward from the quest, it's obtainable afterwards as a drop. Onto the actual changes, we're dropping the crush bonus by 10 for a total of 90. This means the axe will sit better besides the Zamaraki and Hasta and maintain its place in the meta. Lastly, the zombie axe will now drop broken and will require 70 smithing to repair at an anvil. This makes the axe a little bit more challenging for iron players to obtain, ensuring that it doesn't crowd out the dragon scimitar too early on. I like that. Okay, that's good. Both broken and repaired versions will be tradable for non-iron players. Interesting. With these changes in place, the zombie axe will sit as a nice upgrade for dragon weaponry before moving on to the abyssal whip. That literally fits the category perfectly. Although, as previously stated, the axe swift attack speed makes it an attractive option in its own right. So I guess it's going to be a fast weapon. Did it show that it in here? How fast it was? I don't think so, but if it's a fast weapon, that's great, because just using the fast weapons, it's more enjoyable, you know? Okay, question 1. Should the zombie axe, a new unique weapon drop aimed at mid-level play, obtainable after completing Defender of Varrock, have the requirements and features as described in the news post? Yes, I think it's great because I like that they're adding a lot of mid or early level content recently, right? It's really good because it fits a perfect spot, gives a new unique weapon that people can use and not have to, get 85 Slayer and get an Abyssal Whip for an upgrade if you're an Iron Man, right? You can go for this axe now. Plus, as well, it will make more people go out of the way to do the quests, which will hopefully make them want to push for the quest cape. Fortis Coliseum. We're hopping on our Quetzals and flying over to Varlamore now, where the Coliseum is filled with heated debate. No, they're not arguing about the results of the latest arena battle, they're trying to decide what to do with all these bloody Echo Crystals. Echo Crystals are an upgrade item that will give something powerful area of effect recoil damage in a 3x3 square around the wearer. The upgraded item will require changing, and when you're out of Echo Crystals, you'll have to head back to the Coliseum for more. Following your feedback, we're also given Echo Crystals a +2 prayer bonus. What slot are they gonna sit in? Initially, we pitched Echo Crystals as an attachment for the Guardian Boots. After you all pointed out that recoil should logically go on a shield, we reworked them as an add-on for the Jad thing. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. The Odium Ward and the Malediction Ward. Although the option to add the Echo Crystals to the Jad shield, and friends passed with well over 70% yes votes. The debate is still raging. Some of you need to tokes ket chill. That's funny there, Jagex. To resolve the situation, we decided to host a Royal Rumble. The Guardian Boots brothers versus the Jad trio. Okay, in the greatest arena of all. This is Democracy Manifest. Only one of these items can take the Echo Crystals home. Your vote decides the victor. Whichever has the highest number of votes when the poll closes will win, gaining the Echo Crystal's recoil and +2 prayer bonus effects. The loser will be cast into the flames, which here means it will be completely fine, but it won't get any sweet upgrades. I don't understand why they can't add it to multiple different things. I don't know, man. It just seems like it's an item you get for playing the Coliseum, correct? And then you can add it to a shield or different boots or whatever it might be. Why not add it to multiple things? Question number 2. Which items should the Echo Crystals from the Fortis Coliseum be attached to? Combining the Echo Crystals with the items would add a 3x3 AoE recoil effect, consume a charge for each recoil activation, and add a +2 prayer bonus. The Guardian Boots, the shield, or skip. I don't know. The thing is, I want to say the Guardian Boots, right? When the hell do you ever use a shield? Like, seriously. Like, I'm trying to think. It does logically make more sense to add this kind of effect to a shield, but most people are going to wear a Dragon Defender or whatever the other one's called, right? Varrock Defender. Who the hell's going to wear a shield? But if this is meant for like a mid-level player, maybe. Perilous Moons. Time to calm down with a relaxing trip into the depths of Camelot to explore the Perilous Moons dungeon. In this new area, you'll not only have access to 3 new bosses, but also rooms where you can explore and gather resources to face off against these mighty foes. Inside one of these rooms, you'll find a brand new beastie, which can also be given as a Slayer task. Like most of the creatures you encounter on your adventures, it has a shiny drop you'll want to get your hands on, the Sulfur Blades. These unique dual-wield weapons give you 2 hit splats instead of 1, but don't worry, the DPS is calculated normally. Double hitting weapons are going to be useful in Perilous Moon, so we thought we'd throw another one into the mix, and this one focuses on the slash combat style. Here's the stat block. Alright, so Sulfur Blades, 55 attack, 11 stab bonus, and a 72 slash, 64 melee strength, and has an attack rate of 4. Huh, okay, so it's interesting, right? Like, when you hear dual weapons, people are going to say the evolution of combat in RuneScape 3, but I think they're going to do it right here. Oh, I just realized this zombie axe. Yes, it does show the attack rate 5. Question number 3. Should we introduce the Sulfur Blades to Perilous Moons? This 2-handed slash weapon will drop from a new Slayer monster found in the dungeon. Yes, why not add it into the game? If it's not going to be overpowered, it's a new kind of mid-level weapon that people can use, and it's going to be good with the new bosses. It's kind of an interesting thing, right? With all this talk of dual wielding, we've neglected to talk about the most iconic dual wield weapon of all, Torags hammers. These manky mallets are from the Barrows, which means they predate old school RuneScape by 8 whole years. It's high time they got a bit of TLC and maybe a wash. To bring them in line with our other dual wield offerings, we want to give them 2 hit splats instead of just 1. Although you'll get double the hit splats, it won't change your potential DPS or max hit with these iconic weapons. Just makes them feel a lot cooler. Okay. Torags, right? It's probably one of the weaker Barrow sets. Maybe? It doesn't seem like it's used very often. People usually go with like Arams, Corels, or Varrock. But that would be interesting. If it doesn't change DPS, the 2 hit splats really don't do anything. If the animation's cooler, it might, I shouldn't say anything, it might be cool. Question number 4. Should we change Torags hammers to hit with 2 hit splats instead of 1? This would not change your current DPS or max hit with the Torags hammers. I don't really care, to be honest. If it has a cool animation, like I said, go for it. While Gothic sleeps rewards. That's all our poll questions for now, but we still want to hear directly from you on one more topic. To clarify, the survey we're about to present is to get your opinion and is not binding in any way. In our last poll, we asked an opinion question whether you'd like to see Dragon Claws moved from the Chambers of Zarek into the loot table for Tormented Demons. We first raised this question in the Winter Summit, but wanted to affirm that the community felt the same before moving forward. Although the poll results didn't really give us the consensus we needed to remove Dragon Claws from the raid, it didn't indicate that you were excited to see Tormented Demons again, and that you'd like to see a unique drop to equivalent that excitement. Armed with the knowledge, we won't be removing Dragon Claws from Cox, and will be adding a new drop to the Tormented Demons table, something that gives While Gothic Sleeps its own old school flavor without disrupting the placement and price of the claws. We'll have more news to share soon, but now it's time for this week's survey. Okay, so Rites of Balance and God Alignments. As a reward from While Gothic Sleeps, we'd like to introduce God Alignment prayers, additions to your current prayer book that focus on specific areas aligned with the gods of Gielinor. You've indicated that you'd like us to continue exploring this reward, so we're starting the next step of the community consultation phase with a survey where you can let us know how we should approach these new prayers. Okay, let's just do this really quickly. So what type of account do you usually play? An Ironman. What is your total level? I'm maxed. What type of content do you mainly participate in? You may select multiple. So I would say quests, skilling, PVM, completionist content. I like clue scrolls. Yeah. There's another option too. What platform do you mainly use to play old school RuneScape? I would say the desktop. How did you learn about the information for this proposed update? I would say this Winter Summit, reading the news post, listening to creators. Yeah, I would say that's about it. And there's another one. So next. Alright, so the God Alignments. What do we have to do here? So this survey is not binding and will solely be used to gather information before we begin development. How do you think we should approach the design of God Alignments? So each God Alignment should have exactly the same approach. The approach should differ slightly with each God Alignment. Every alignment should be approached very differently. I would say very differently, right? You don't want them to be all the same. So should all prayers in the God Alignment be unlocked automatically, or should they require additional unlock requirements such as prayer skulls from other content? I would be nice to get them once you finish the quest, but I feel like they could have them as rewards from bosses or something like that. So I'm gonna say, I would say additional requirements for some prayers. I think so. It'd be cool to have, say, one or a couple unlocked, but then maybe the stronger ones, the better ones, you have to unlock them from killing a boss or something like that. How do you think a God Alignment should be unlocked? I would say quests, maybe PVM. Yeah, like Hydra, Cerberus, stuff like that. Yeah, skilling. I mean, that he could, I guess, if there was a skilling prayer in the game. How many prayers should be included in the God Alignment? I would say like as many as possible, like 5. That'd be really cool. Should God Alignment prayers be new prayers, or should they replace current ones? Definitely new prayers. I don't think they should replace any content in this game. It should still always kind of have a purpose, right? Which gods do you feel have all the prerequisites currently in the game to unlock an alignment? Oh god. I want to say Zamrock, Seradomin, and where's the other one? Armadillo. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah. I don't think the Saren, like all these new ones, right? What do you think of the Rites of Balance, or what do you think the Rites of Balance should focus on? So these prayers will align you with Gothix, the god of balance. You may select multiple. Oh god, I would say, I don't know. I would say support, utility maybe. It would be really cool. I want to say like the gathering skills, production skills, like these would be really cool too. If you could say maybe that would be the Saren one or something like that could be used for scaling. I don't really know. So I guess we'll just click submit, and wow, that was a cool little animation. For anyone who's still with me, they also released today some new combat achievements for Scurrius the Rat King. I believe there was 5 new combat achievements that you could do for him. And they also did like Desert Treasure 2 bosses combat achievements. A ton of different ones in here. It did say somewhere here the amount that they did add. So for a total of 36 new combat achievements there. Well, anyways, it's good to always stay informed with everything that's happening in RuneScape, and I'm really honestly excited for Varlamore especially. That's going to just be so many new types of content for us to do, like different skilling activities. We've got new bosses to come, different mini games, activities, just a new place to explore. I'm so excited. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.